Get ready because the news cycle is absolutely exploding and we've got the hottest updates right here, right now. You do not want to miss what's dropping today. From behind-the-scenes shakeups at iconic shows to major shifts in creative teams, the landscape is changing fast. We're diving deep into the buzz that everyone's talking about. First up, a legendary creator is teasing major overhauls for a show that's been a staple for decades. What does this mean for its future? Then, whispers are emerging about potential new roles for a familiar face on a beloved segment. Plus, we're tracking departures that could signal a new era for a long-running comedy powerhouse. And stick around because we've got the inside scoop on what these changes mean for the talent involved and the viewers watching. You're tuned into the Beyonce Beat, where we break it all down for you. Let's go! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A legendary creator teases major shakeup. Get ready, because one of television's most influential figures is signaling a significant shift. Lorne Michaels, the mastermind behind the iconic sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live, has confirmed that major changes are on the horizon for the upcoming 51st season. After celebrating the show's monumental 50th anniversary, Michaels, at 80 years old, feels the pressure to reinvent the long-running program, admitting he's pressured to reinvent this season and stating, "Yeah, for sure." This admission comes after a season where he prioritized bringing back beloved alumni for the milestone anniversary, which limited cast disruptions. Michaels explained that during the 50th season festivities, cast members like Dana Carvey expressed feelings of being overlooked, prompting Michaels to ensure a more dynamic cast environment moving forward. He highlighted that the previous season was about celebrating the show's history and accommodating the election cycle, which naturally led to a more stable cast. However, with the 50th season behind them, Michaels is looking towards the future and is ready to implement changes. While specific cast departures and additions are yet to be officially announced, expected within the next week, Michaels did confirm that James Austin Johnson will continue his role as President Donald Trump. The current cast for season 50 includes a mix of seasoned performers and newer talent, such as Mikey Day, Andrew Dismukes, Chloe Fineman, Heidi Gardner, Marcello Hernandez, Michael Longfellow, Ego N. Wadham, Sarah Sherman, Kenan Thompson, Bowen Yang, Devin Walker, and Weekend Update co-hosts Michael Chi and Colin Jost, alongside featured players Ashley Padilla, Emma Wackham, and Jane Wickline. The 51st season premiere is slated for Saturday, October 4th, with each episode set to feature a new celebrity host and musical guest, though these have not yet been revealed. Despite decades at the helm, Michaels has no immediate plans for retirement, stating, "I may be wrong, but I don't feel I'm done." He also revealed that he is empowering his colleagues more, with more people involved in creative choices and decisions, a process that has been developing over the past year. He humorously dismisses concerns about AI impacting his creative process, emphasizing the collaborative and often unpredictable nature of the SNL writer's room, where he ultimately makes the final call. The anticipation is building for what these announced changes will bring to the already legendary SNL. Stay tuned for the official cast announcements coming soon. But before we dive into who's in and who's out, we're getting a sneak peek at who might be stepping up to the Weekend Update desk. Weekend Update's potential new anchor. The winds of change are indeed blowing through Saturday Night Live, and the latest buzz centers on the iconic Weekend Update desk. Following creator Lorne Michaels' confirmation of a significant shakeup for season 51, reports are surfacing that cast member Michael Longfellow underwent a screen test for a potential anchoring role on Weekend Update back in May. He reportedly sat for this test alongside Casey Shornama, a writer for the segment who has been contributing to Weekend Update for 3 years. Longfellow, who joined the SNL cast in 2022, has already made a notable impression with several memorable bits, hinting at his readiness for a larger role. This potential move comes as longtime anchors Michael Chi and Colin Jost have been vocal about their readiness to explore new horizons. Jost alluded to his departure in his book 5 years ago, and Chi has frequently discussed moving on in his stand-up sets, even reportedly testing new late-night show formats. While neither has officially announced their exit, their sentiments suggest a transition is likely imminent, especially with the season 51 premiere just around the corner on October 4th. Michaels himself acknowledged the pressure to reinvent the show for the new season. New cast member auditions are a regular occurrence, but the specific screen test for Weekend Update suggests a deliberate consideration for its future leadership. There's no official word on whether other potential anchors were considered, leaving the possibility open for further surprises. However, the pairing of Longfellow and Shornama could inject a fresh, youthful energy into the desk, reminiscent of early Tina Fey and Jimmy Fallon pairings. Both have strong backgrounds in stand-up comedy, a discipline that traditionally suits the Weekend Update format perfectly. Shornama's previous writing credits include Tuning Out the News, while Longfellow has appeared on Conan and NBC's Bring the Funny. Their potential rise to prominence could mark an exciting new chapter for a segment that has been a cornerstone of SNL for decades, offering a blend of sharp commentary and humor that resonates with audiences. Will Longfellow and Shornama be the next faces of Weekend Update? Speaking of departures that could redefine the show's future, we're also hearing about key writers packing their bags. Writer Rosebud Baker departs SNL. Another significant change is unfolding behind the scenes at Saturday Night Live, as writer Rosebud Baker has confirmed her departure from the show ahead of its 51st season. Baker, who has been a fixture in the SNL writers' room for 3 years, announced her exit, a move that follows writer Celeste Yim's recent confirmation of leaving after 5 seasons. Baker's journey with SNL began midway through season 47 in February 2022, following her work on the HBO Max series, That Damn Michael Chi. She quickly became a valued member of the Weekend Update writing team starting in season 50. Reflecting on the demanding nature of writing for Update, Baker recently shared on David Spade and Dana Carvey's Fly on the Wall podcast that the role requires a certain detachment, describing it as training yourself to be a sociopath or a psychopath, because you just read these horrible, horrific headlines and you're like, what's funny, hilarious, about this? This candid insight highlights the unique psychological demands of crafting humor from sensitive material. Beyond her SNL contributions, Baker is an accomplished stand-up comedian, recognized by Variety as one of their top 10 comics to watch, and by Vulture as one of their comedians you should and will know. Her stand-up career includes her second special, The Mother Lode, released on Netflix in February, multiple guest appearances on The Daily Show, a spot on Have I Got News for You in 2024, and an appearance on David Letterman's Netflix series, That's My Time in 2022. She also co-hosts the Find Your Beach podcast with her husband, fellow comic Andy Haynes. Baker's departure, alongside Yim's, signifies a notable shift in the show's creative engine, potentially paving the way for new voices and perspectives as SNL gears up for its 51st season, which premieres on October 4th. The show's writers are crucial to its enduring success, and the exit of experienced talent like Baker will undoubtedly be felt. What will SNL's writing room look like without Baker's sharp wit? And speaking of those vital creative voices, we're also saying goodbye to another long-serving writer who made a significant impact. Celeste Yim exits SNL after 5 years, reflects on impact. Saturday Night Live is bidding farewell to another key member of its writing team, as writer Celeste Yim announced their departure after 5 years with the iconic NBC show. Yim, who joined SNL in 2020 and was elevated to writing supervisor in 2023, shared the news on Instagram, reflecting on a tenure that saw them contribute to memorable sketches like L-Eggs and We're Trying. In their heartfelt post, Yim described the job as a dream come true, stating, "Lorne hired me over the phone when I was 23, and the job literally made all of my dreams come true. But it was also grueling, and I slept in my office every week, but my friends helped me with everything, but I got yelled at by random famous men, but some famous girls too, but I loved it, and I laughed every day, and it's where I grew up." This candid reflection highlights both the intense demands and the profound personal growth experienced during their time on the show. Yim also made history as the first openly transgender writer for SNL, a distinction they embraced with pride. "I hate when other people say this, but it's true that I was the first ever out trans person to be a writer for SNL," Yim stated. I always felt honored to be working within the long tradition of queer writing at the show. Many don't know this, but Chevy is non-binary. I feel so powerless to protect trans people in the world, but writing connects us and makes us permanent, so it's what I will continue to do. This statement underscores Yim's commitment to using their platform to foster connection and permanence for the transgender community through their craft. Yim expressed deep gratitude to their family and friends for their unwavering support, acknowledging the sacrifices made due to the show's demanding schedule. They also gave a special shout-out to cast member Bowen Yang, calling him a life changer who made them feel normal, and thanked numerous other cast and crew members for their contributions. Yim's professional accolades include a 2021 Lambda Literary Playwriting Fellowship and the 2019 New York Foundation for the Arts Canadian Women Artists Award for Playwriting, as well as creating the short play, Not Only Is Everyone as Wonderful. Yim's departure, alongside Rosebud Baker's, marks a significant transition for SNL's writing staff as the show heads into its 51st season. What legacy does Yim leave behind in the SNL writers' room? And that's a wrap on our top stories today. That's all the breaking news you need to know. We saw Lorne Michaels teasing massive changes for SNL's 51st season. Plus, Michael Longfellow is reportedly screen-tested for a weekend update anchor role. We also confirmed writer Rosebud Baker is leaving the show, and writer Celeste Yim is departing after 5 impactful years. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Beyonce Beat, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.